It's your boy Matty G reminding you right now, go ahead and take that popcorn on at the microwave, put that extra butter on it, throw some M&Ms in there to treat yourself, and get ready because Scott Larson is bringing the hashtag truth right now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hashtag Truth. This guy really doesn't need an introduction, as we always see him on Facebook. He's always telling what he's going to do to all his opponents all across the U.S. How you doing, Outlaw?
I'm doing, brother. I'm doing.
Let's start right off the bat, man. For all those guys out there who don't know who you are, man, how long you been in the business? Where you been wrestling? Give us a little introduction to the Outlaw.
Well, the Outlaw doesn't need too much introduction. I've been in the business long enough. And the one business you don't want me in is yours. And as far as what I've been doing, I've been showing up and showing out at random places. I took a little time off to wrap up loose ends here and there. But I'm back now. So as far as I'm concerned, everybody's been put on notice. I showed up at Excalibur Wrestling, scratching old itch named Andy Aries. So I took that problem, stuffed it in a back drawer somewhere, and now I'm just focused on my next little problem.
Now, wait a minute. You're going to say you stuffed it in a back drawer somewhere. Now, you got disqualified, and you lost that match. So how did you just stuff it somewhere?
What it boils down to, now, Scott, we both know you're not a fan of mine, and that's fine. But I didn't show up to get a win or get a loss. I showed up to whip his tail. I whipped his tail. Okay. So as far as I'm concerned, I left that ring a winner because I walked out of that ring. Oh, Andy, he come a few minutes later when he realized where he was.
Okay, I got you. So tell me about this feud you got going on with Andy Aries, man, because it's been going on for quite a while, man. It went through GPW for a little while, then it came and crossed over into Excalibur Championship Wrestling. I mean, if truth be known, it seems to me like you're following Andy around or something, or am I just seeing things?
Well, man, where I come from, it's just called bird dogging. I mean, just because you skip town and go from one promotion to another doesn't mean that I'm just going to give up on you. I mean, he started a fight in one promotion, and he thought just because he got a little bit of something on me just at the time I was taking some time off, and I didn't come immediately on to him, that it was done and over with. But now that I've left his ass laying one last time in the ring, I feel it's done and over with. So as far as I'm concerned, that itch is scratched. It's like Gold Bond up the nose. It's over.
Right?
I feel soothing relief.
I heard that. We got a few people on, man. Alexander Polk said, "What's up, Scott? How you doing, Alex?" Margie says, "Hey to you both." What's going on, Margie?
So, Margie.
Melanie Lewis says, "Hey, y'all, Happy New Year. I'm ready for some wrestling shows." We are all ready, Melanie. We are all ready. Even the Outlaw here is ready to go do some more wrestling.
Oh, I was born ready. Just got bigger.
Our favorite referee of all time, Ben Wolf, said hello, Scott. Didn't say nothing to you though. Said hello, Scott. So that should tell you something.
I'm just waiting for someone to stab that guy.
Tyler Bodine, the American Outlaw, said, "Who is this knockoff outlaw? I'm the real outlaw, the American Outlaw, Tyler
Right.
Bodine."
Okay, good, I'm the real outlaw. Just because you make up a cool nickname for yourself, son, don't make you a real anything other than creative. You picked a good name and a nice long set of coattails to ride on. So good job, man. Good job.
William Melton said apparently he forgot about Jailbird since he could never catch him. Oh, we were going to talk about that too. We're going to come back to that, William. I promise. We'll come back to that one.
Yeah, Jailbird's so good at running and so good at running scared. He did the smart thing. He's apparently keeping his nose clean, or he's in a deep, deep hole for whatever reason. But I'm pretty
Joshua
sure
Wolf said hello, Scott.
As well.
Right. Wendy Pasta said hello to both y'all. Ben Wolf said Outlaw is a horrible wrestler to ref. Woo! Those are big words. I like that.
Oh, I'm sorry there, Mr. Wolf. Lord help you have to do your job and maintain order.
The American Outlaw said, sounds like he's got crap in his mouth.
Well, when he climbs up,
you had to laugh at that.
Wherever he's from, son, you bring yourself on up here, baby. Bring yourself on up here. We'll settle who gets to be outlaw.
Boy, we got some outlaws wanting to go at it on #truth. I love that. Speaking of Outlaw, he has put a lot of people on notice at Excalibur Championship Wrestling. Let's check it out firsthand.
Outlaw here. I told Lincoln I was coming, and I was coming to raise some hell. And I think I've made my point. I showed up at Excalibur Wrestling for one reason, and one reason only. They're in desperate need of a real champion. And Andy Aries, that's an old itch that I had to scratch. Because I don't know if you noticed, son, but I cared more about whipping your scrawny ass than collecting a W. And I'll gladly take that loss in order to whip your tail any day of the week. But you see, they're going to have a tournament at Excalibur. And the winner of said tournament is going to be the new champion. Well, I found out that the world's greatest bounty hunter, the world's greatest manager, the world's greatest wrestler is in that tournament so that I can once again become y'all's world's greatest champion. And the first person they're tossing in the grinder is going to be you, Jack Morgan, the Bass Master. Son, I'm going to cut right through you like a warm knife through butter. You're just another body, son, and you're just one more obstacle in the way. I'm coming to Excalibur Wrestling, and I'm taking over. And I'm a man of my word.
Oh, there you are. But I need to ask you a question, though, sir. A serious question.
Go ahead.
What's a tournament? What's a tournament?
Tournament. Son, clean the wax out your ears, man. I thought you was a radio man.
I just don't know what a tournament is. I know what a tournament is.
Excalibur Championship Wrestling is in such desperate need of a man that can wear a belt for something more than holding his pants up, that they're going to have a tournament. And as a formality, they're going to have this tournament instead of just going, thank you, Mr. Outlaw. Thank you for carrying the weight of this company on your shoulders. Thank you for dragging us into the 22nd century. But I ain't going to be the only one there. Man, there's going to be George South had such a good time. He's going to be there again. We're going to have like Jackson Sane, Cam Jackson, Roma Miller, Adam James, Max Carnage, even that tag team. What are they called? The Bleak Society. They're going to be there too.
The Bleak Society. Oh! I know you just didn't go there. Oh my gosh! Here we go. William Norton said the Bassmaster's going to hook you once he reels you in and beat you, and he tosses you back like yesterday's trash.
Well, the Ass Master ain't going to do nothing. And if he even managed to catch a fish in real life, see what would happen is I would take said fish and I would grab it by the tail and I would bend the Ass Master over my knee and I would spank his little pimply bottom with it until he cried and said, "Mr. Outlaw, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was going to be you in the ring. Mr. Outlaw, I'm sorry. Please take this belt. And here's a belt I bought at Walmart for good measure. You can have this one too."
Wow. Okay. I am speechless. I don't know what to say to that. I'm pretty sure that's not what Jack Morgan, the Bassmaster, is going to say or do. But if you say so, I believe you. I have to believe you.
Well, everyone knows that I'm a
Joshua Wolf says Outlaw sucks. Just got to put it out there.
I swear to God, dude, you can say my name all you want to there, Mr. Wolf, but it's not going to help your media presence. Everybody knows you're the suckiest, the fattest, the most inept referee. We've got a deaf referee that is twice as good as you. We got a big, tall, bald, lurch-looking referee that I've worked with that's twice as good as you. I could go to Foot Locker and grab any one of your employees with their Foot Locker shirt on and drag them into the ring, and they'll do just as good, if not better job. I'm sure a hairless monkey could do a better job at slapping the canvas 3 times than Ben Wolf could. So he needs to keep his opinions to himself, and we're ready to let him speak. We'll write down what he needs to say.
Oh, no. Well, that wasn't Ben. That was Joshua Wolf, but that's okay. You just keep right on going, bro. It's good. Melanie Lewis wants to know, where's this show going to be? So I'm going to let you spit out the information.
Oh, it's going to be at the Center Arena in Lincoln. And it's going to be, I believe,
634 Center Drive.
That's right, 634 Center Drive. So you feel free to come on down and get your daily dose of Outlaw medicine. It cures headaches, common colds, sore throats, and in the Ass Master's case, sore assholes, because I'm going to put my foot in here.
Okay, I got it. You got a lot of referees on here tonight that ain't appreciating what you're saying. Margie says I'm a referee, and she's a darn good one, too, let me tell you. Ben Wolf's not that bad of a referee either, sir. So.
She can feel free to come and ref one of my matches any day of the week. I've seen her count to 3, and she does it better than any other third grader I've seen do it. So come on down.
Wow, man. I'm telling you, you are fired up tonight. So let me ask you this, man. You're talking about Excalibur. We're basically doing an Excalibur night tonight. Who are you looking to go after in Excalibur? Is there that certain person other than Andy Aries that just you got to get in the ring with him?
Honestly, there's so much good talent there that I would love to get in the ring with. You know, you got Jackson Sane. Any day of the week, I'd crawl in the ring with that madman. You got next to perfect Adam James, Max Carnage, you know, Cam Jackson. Roma Miller. There's so many good names that are there. But there's only one great name, and that's the Outlaw. So
Max Carnage says he's got his eyes on you, man.
Well, that's a good thing, son, because I got eyes in the back of my head, and from what I understand, most of your opponents catch it from behind. So I'm ready for you.
Boy, I'm telling you, you do not want to get the whole Excalibur Championship Wrestling locker room on your bad side, sir. It's going to be a bad day.
Well, you see, the Outlaw doesn't show up to make friends. I'm not going to hold hands with anybody at Excalibur or any promotion and go skipping down the yellow brick road with them. I'm there for one reason and one reason only. if I'm managing a said person like DOC, if I'm managing a team, well, that team mows its way to the top. If I'm managing somebody that actually appreciates my laser drive and focus, that person goes to the top. And since Jailbird blew his chance at a title shot, and I decided to step in the ring and show everybody how it's done, it's been nothing but good things for any promotion I work for.
Okay, I got you. William Melton said, how about I show up and ref Saturday? In case you forgot, Outlaw, I can definitely put you in your place. And I have several times at other promotions. He meant Sunday, but yeah, he said he's going to come and show you how to ref. He's going to ref you, and he's going to make you toe the line, man.
I got no problem towing the line. He just needs to make sure that my opponent isn't doing anything shady, because I always come out on top when I got a decent referee.
Okay. Ben Wolf. Now, this is Ben Wolf. Ben Wolf said you couldn't manage your way out of a shoebox.
That's exactly what I would expect the manager of a Foot Locker that's pretending to be a referee to say. Just because you got terminated from Foot Locker and decided to keep your shirt because they took it out of your paycheck does not automatically make you a referee.
All right, man. I love it. All right, here we go. We're going to come back right after this quick word again from Excalibur Championship Wrestling, and we're going to talk some more with Outlaw.
The unleashing of a force beyond your imagination. The awakening of Excalibur.
There you go, Excalibur Championship Wrestling. And you know what? The funny thing was in that whole, there was like, what, 15? I think I counted like 15 clips. Not one Outlaw clip.
Not one Outlaw clip. The only thing that did,
that's right.
If they wouldn't have put clips of wrestling in there, I'd have swore they were trying to remind me to download an app.
So are you looking for any belts? Are you looking to go after any belts, man? Are you looking to go after any belts out there? Are you a belt man? Are you a man who prides himself on being a champion somewhere?
I pride myself on being the best at whatever I do. Honestly, I just show up to show out. I'm there to whip some ass and whip some ass only. Now, if a promoter comes to me and goes, well, Mr. Outlaw, if you would please, we would really like some more fans, and we really do appreciate all the hard work that you are able to put in. So if you would please, would you go beat this paper champion that we accidentally dropped a belt on and then carry our company with pride? And I say the same thing every time. I suppose if I'm the only man qualified, I will carry your title.
Jackson saying, I think he was talking about the video, but hello, Jackson saying, welcome to the party. Okay, that was pretty cool. So, yeah, even though I showed the wrong video, I'll be showing the right video later on, but that was the wrong video. But hey, you know, it's live. Sometimes you make mistakes. Margie said, send me the address to Excalibur. Margie wants to come to Excalibur now. Uh-oh. There's another referee wanting to come up there.
As you have the Outlaw talking about anything, people get curious. People want to see what the world's greatest worker, the world's greatest bounty hunter, and the world's greatest manager can do. So, by all means, somebody out there in the know, send this lovely lady an address so she can bring her friends and family down to Excalibur Championship Wrestling so she can see what the top independent superstars look like in action.
Well, since we're going to go there, I am going to do better than that. Let's go ahead and let's do it this way. I'm going to go ahead and show the poster, and we're going to do a little commercial right now. So here we go. Thunderstruck is going to be January the 10th, 2021 at the Center Arena, 634 Center Drive, Lincolnton, North Carolina. Doors open at 4. Bell time is at 5. Admission is $10 at the door. You will see superstars like Odell Lowe, Jackson Sane, Adam James, Roma Miller, and James Johnson. Remember, masks are 100% required during the show. And they do make announcements during the show, not to be rude, but if you don't wear your mask, they will ask you to leave. COVID is not a joke. Just putting that out there.
Another missed opportunity to put the greatest one on your poster and bring in there. That place would have people lined in around the block if they put me on that poster. I mean, don't get me wrong. They got some good ones up there next to Perfect. That he is. Jackson Sane.
That he is, and we're gonna see something from him a little bit later.
Yeah, Jackson Sane, hell of a worker. I ain't had a chance to work that man. I'd gladly lace up my boots, go in the ring, and bounce him from pillar to post and see if I can knock a little sanity into his head. Not that I'd want to, because I actually appreciate what he does. There needs to be nut jobs out there, and he's one of my favorites.
But Joshua Tesner said, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Joshua?"
Hello, Joshua.
Oh, looky here. We got Mr. Player himself saying the address, 634 Center Drive, Lincolnton. We're going to say that about 1 million times. Everybody's going to know exactly where to go for all the great shows in our area. Head right up to Lincolnton, 634 Center Drive every weekend. I mean, you're going to see great shows like Excalibur, Titan Wrestling Southside, Ground Zero, GPW, all these great shows, AWC, all kinds of shows that are running out of the Center Arena up there. And Outlaw says he wants his hand in everyone. He don't want a belt. He just want to whoop somebody's ass. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, what else can I do? I stepped in the ring to prove a point, and it seems like every time I step in the ring, all I do is end up proving that point, win, lose, or draw. And it seems to be, since I have been the people's champion once already, and I wasn't even trying hard, that it's just a matter of time before they put a title around my waist where it belongs. So I'm just going to hang out, whoop some ass, and make people earn their time in that ring, just like the old ass master.
I got you.
He don't even realize it yet. He's been tossed into a meat grinder. And I'm going to grind that boy into a pulp, because win, lose, or draw, he isn't going to beat the Outlaw. He isn't going to lose to the Outlaw. He's going to have to survive the Outlaw. And he needs to decide if he wants to wear a belt around his waist to hold his pants up, or if he wants to throw it over his shoulder with pride, because he's going to have to earn it to go through me.
Okay. I got you. Joshua Tesner said if they put you on a poster, people will run the other way.
That's usually the case. I don't deny I'm a scary motherfucker. If I knocked on your front door, I'm pretty sure you'd run out your back door.
Right. Okay. Joshua Wolf says you work at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Hey, Joshua, it says Dick's on the front of the building. Doesn't mean they sell them there. So you're going to have to get your jollies somewhere else, brother.
Anna Stevens says Outlaw should be on the poster, because if I ever made a show, I know I'd put him on the poster. So you do have a fan out there, man. You do have a fan. You got one.
That's a smart girl. Yeah. That's that 1 in a million, where if you yell fire in a public place, one person would walk safely out the door and the rest would trample themselves to death. She would be the one that walked out the door, I suppose.
Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. Now, a lot of people, don't understand the Outlaw. They when people think Outlaw, usually people think cowboy. Wear the mask around. Come out and shoot. Your 6 shooters. You're not that kind of outlaw. Explain who you are. You're a bounty hunter. Explain the whole premise of who you are.
who I am. I am the greatest at anything I do. But first and foremost, before I was anything else, I was a bail bondsman, and I still am. I'm that guy that comes and gets you when you forget where you're supposed to be. And I found out through hook or crook that I happen to be really, really good at helping somebody else become a champion. So I became a manager. And then when I ended up managing somebody that wasn't smart enough to listen to what I told him, out of spite, I won a championship that he could not win. And ever since then, I have mowed over, plowed over, and earned the respect, whether it was beating into them or giving freely, of anybody that I've ever climbed in the ring with. And in a rundown, all you need to know is if you hear my music and you see my badge, the second I step through that ring, that ref ain't in charge no more. I'm the law. I'm the man that tells you whether you're going to walk out of that ring or crawl out of that ring or be carried out of that ring.
Okay, I got you. James Kiefer said the only outlaw he knows is Ron Bass.
I never heard of him. His name rhymes, at least. It's got 2 R's in it. Sounds like a comic book made-up name. I don't believe it.
Billy Jones says someone book a match between Outlaw and Crybaby A-Game Austin Jordan. A-Game needs to be taken down more than a notch or 2. Ooh.
There you go. That's what you need. Outlaw is a bounty hunter. If you pay the money for that bounty, I will show up, and I will not just bring them down a notch or 2. I will sit the ladder across their chest and climb up over them.
So let me ask you a question, man. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, last comment. Then I'm going to ask you a question. No, you're just ugly. That's why people ran. Okay. Well, let me ask you this, man. You have a habit. I don't know if it's a good habit or a bad habit, but you've got a habit of bringing your handcuffs with you, and the match is never over, it seems, until you handcuff somebody to the ring and put a beat down on them. What's up with the handcuffs? Why do you have to have the handcuffs to put the beat down on them?
I don't have to have them. There's a sick part of the back of my mind that tells me when I chase somebody down, that chase ain't over just because I tackle them. The chase is over when I put them in cuffs. So once you've been placed in cuffs and I've given you that boot party, as I tend to want to call it, well, then I feel like the chase is over. So me going to the ring without cuffs would be like a police officer going to work without his badge, or a football player going into a stadium with no pads on. I mean, I am that brave, but I ain't that stupid. I always show up with what I need to complete the task at hand. I'm like the last Boy Scout, so you can't get mad at a man for being prepared.
Okay, I got you. So being the outlaw that you are, and being the way that you are, I'm assuming that that you play as hard as you work. So what do you do outside the ring, Outlaw? What do you do for fun? I know for fun in the ring you like beating people up, but outside the ring, what do you like doing for fun?
Just whatever an old country boy likes to do with his spare time. If I have spare time, because I'm a very busy man. Unfortunately, there's lots of people in this world that need a constant reminder to show up where they're supposed to be. So outside of wrestling, there's work. There's my regular duties of things that I need to do. But if I do get downtime, I like to do a little hunting. I like to do a little fishing. I like to be on a boat. I like anything with a steering wheel on it and an engine. So it don't matter how many wheels. So, I'm just like any other corn-fed boy from Blackwater swamps of Georgia. I just like to go out and have fun. I do what I want to do. And since there ain't too many people to tell me I can't, I'm going to keep doing
it. Is there a Mrs. Outlaw?
A Mrs. Outlaw.
It's a legit question.
All I'm going to say to that is every woman wants a bad boy till they got one. So there you go.
Okay. Good answer, my friend. Good answer. I like that. Oh, my gosh. William Melton says you watch Brokeback Mountain for fun.
Well, I only watch it because I'm a fan.
Wow.
Any movie he's in, I've watched.
That's right. That's right. You can't poke fun of him. He's a good actor, man. He is one of the best, one of the if not the best Jokers in the world, man. Hands down. Hands down.
Right. That's why I got this here
Oh
tattoo.
man.
So when I choke somebody out, they're happy about it.
Oh, there you go. I got you. So are you into superheroes? I mean, I know you work a lot, but are you into superheroes? Do you read comic books? Are you a nerd like us?
I don't know about books. In the early '80s, I become a fan of Batman comics, and anytime there's a crossover series into a Batman thing, you know, I've read it. Huge Batman fan. I've been reading Batman comics for as long as I can remember. I did a little bit of I read a little bit of crossovers with X-Men here and there. You know, got into Wolverine and Gambit for a little while. I just like the idea of anything you put your hands on, you can make explode. Kind of like Bassmaster and Penis.
Well, there you go, man. There you go. Without a doubt. All right, we will come right back with some more questions. If you got any questions for Outlaw, put the comments up there. I'll be more than happy to put them on the screen. We're going to be talking Outlaw for about another 20 minutes or so, and then Outlaw's got to go catch him some criminals. So I'm going to go ahead and play this commercial. We'll be right back after this word from Titan. There you go, a three-way dance right there. Yeah, it's going to be a great show. Right, without a doubt. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the poster up right now, tell everybody about it, and then we're going to continue on with one Outlaw. Recharge, Titan Wrestling Southside, January the 8th, 2021. It is at 634 Center Drive, Lincoln, North Carolina. Doors open at 6 p.m. Bell time is 7. Admission is $10 at the door. You're going to see these 6 great matches, one of them being the champion, Elijah Proctor, putting his belt up on the line versus Blanco Loco. You don't want to miss that. Braden Marshall also has another open challenge for the Lone Star Heavyweight Championship. Franco Varga's going to be there. Mitch Hurley's going to be there. And many, many others. $10 at the door. Again, masks are required at all times. All right, we're back with the Outlaw. So, sir, let me ask you, man. Of all the places you've been, of all the people you have wrestled, who is your biggest rivalry right now? Who is that one guy that if you see him, your blood just boils?
Well, that's an easy question, and that's the Jailbird. The Jailbird's out there hiding somewhere. I got a feeling he's trying to go from place to place and just trying to stay 2 steps ahead of me. But eventually he's going to slip up. His own ignorance and pride are going to lead him to some place like Excalibur Wrestling or Titan Wrestling or NAWA Wrestling, and he's going to show up. And when he does, I'm going to be right behind him. And it's almost going to be worth it to see the fear in his eyes when he realizes he's caught. So I hope you're out there right now, Jailbird. I hope you're watching this, and I hope you've gotten your laughs and your jollies off, son, because one of these days you're going to turn around after buying some gas or buying you some little pixie sticks somewhere, and I'm going to be right on your ass like pimples on the Bassmaster's ass. I'm unavoidable.
What do you have against the Bassmaster, man? The guy is a great fisherman. The guy can go out on the river all day and pull in 10-pound bass with ease. What's your problem with the Bassmaster, man?
Man, it's as simple as this. My job is to climb in the ring and whoop whoever's dumb enough to be standing in front of me. And it just so happens the next time I climb in the ring, the Bassmaster is going to be the one standing in front of me. So I'm just going to say this one time as a clear warning. Do yourself a favor. Don't show up. You don't want the title bad enough to try to go through me to get it. So I'm going to be there at the center arena this Sunday where everybody's got to wear their mask and hide their faces. But Jack Morgan, there ain't no hiding from me, son. Don't be in that ring when I come down there. That's all I got to say to him. If he's there, his ass belongs to me, so I hope he gave his heart to Jesus.
Well, I'm looking behind you, and I'm noticing you're walking in. It looks like a hotel room, man. Are you on the hunt right now? Are you about to go out on a bounty right now?
Well, I don't like to say particularly what I'm doing, but if I'm in a seedy hotel room watching in and out the door, it's for a reason. I can't exactly say why and where and what I'm up to these days, but let's just say I'm working and I've taken time out of my busy schedule to do this. So,
well, I do appreciate it. I always appreciate when people come on #truth. So there was at one point in time at GPW, you were the Carolina champion. And I remember you specifically saying that you brought honor and prestige back to that title.
that's exactly true.
Why wasn't there honor and prestige to that? Do you realize how many people have held that title through the years?
It's not exactly falling on deaf ears or a thick head as to who had it before me. All that mattered is I had it then. I put it on the map then. And to this day, apparently people are still talking about it because I was, am, and always will be a champion for the people and the world's greatest champion, whether I'm wearing a title belt or not. To me, a belt is about as useless as tits on a boar hog. I ain't got no use for one. Don't need one. I don't need validation from anybody because I get all the respect I need after I walk out of that ring and some dude staring up at the lights going, holy shit, the last thing I saw was the Outlaw. Maybe next time I'll be a little more careful.
So what is the Outlaw? What is the Outlaw's move of moves? What is the move that if the Outlaw does it, match is over?
Well, I don't particularly have one, I guess, per se, because I just show up in the ring and do whatever works. I mean, my black hole son that I lay somebody down with, they don't tend to want to get up. I also do a jackhammer slam that'd make you wish you stayed home and baked cookies with your mama. So basically what it boils down to is anytime I put my hands on you, you are, in fact, in a dangerous situation. You are in the water with a shark. You are in a deep, dark hole with a snake that'll bite you, even if I can't see you. So when I climb in the ring, every time I touch you is a finished move. Every time I put my hands on you, you are, in fact, in danger. So if I catch you in a black hole sun or I catch you sleeping and I put you in that jackhammer slam, once the full 265 pounds of the Outlaw hits you across the chest and back, you ain't getting up.
I got you. William Melton says you have no use for a belt because you can't win one.
Well, son, you're talking out your ass because I've already won one.
Oh my gosh, that is so. Where's the farthest you've ever traveled to get one of your bounties, man? How far do you travel? All over the U.S.? Do you stick to a certain area? Being a bondsman, where's the furthest you've traveled to go get your man? And have you ever lost a man other than well, we won't mention his name, but
Yeah, don't even bother mentioning him, because as far as I'm concerned, he ain't lost until he's put in the ground. So he might be somewhere right now keeping his nose clean. But when it comes to that man, I don't care if I get a tip saying he's in Anchorage, Alaska, getting ready to fly to Belize, Mexico. It don't matter where he is, because the Outlaw is international. I might pick your bond up from right downtown 5 minutes from up the road, but it don't matter where you run. I will find you. The Outlaw has no jurisdiction. An Outlaw bail bonds, as far as I'm concerned, if you're a flight risk, I will come and find you, and I will clip your wings.
So let me ask you this, man. Are you an outlaw for hire, man? If somebody were to come to you and say, Outlaw, I'm going to give you $1,000 to take out this wrestler, man, would you do it?
Well, money talks. Somebody shows up, put $1,000 in my hand, I can do a lot with $1,000. That buys a fishing trip. That puts gas in a boat. That inflates tires on three-wheelers. I will do whatever. The key word in what I do, I don't call myself a bail bondsman. I call myself the world's greatest bounty hunter. So if you
I got you.
need a bounty collected, well, it just so happens I might be your man.
I got you. I understand that perfectly. All right. Well, Excalibur Wrestling coming up this Sunday. And there's another gentleman who has some things to say to some Excalibur wrestlers. Let's hear what he has to say. We'll be right back with the Outlaw.
Sunday, January 10th in Lincolnton, North Carolina for Excalibur Championship Wrestling will be the potential for a Match of the Year candidate for 2021 in the very beginning, as you'll see myself next to Perfect Adam James for the first time ever taking on Jackson Sane. I'll make this short and sweet. That's all that needs to be said. Make sure you're in Lincolnton, North Carolina on January 10th to witness why I am next to Perfect and he is not.
I tell you what, I got a ton of respect for that man. He's a big boy, and I've seen him lay it down in the ring. But insanity does carry a man a long way. And I've got plenty of experience on the insanity side of things. So my money's going to be on Jackson Insane, because when it comes to reasonable people versus insane people, that's a wild card. And I've always been a fan of the wild card.
Jackson Sane does have a few screws loose. He is a few bricks shy of a load. All the sayings you want to put in front of that you cannot in one sentence or two describe Jackson Sane. 1 second he's sitting there, the next minute he's laughing, the next minute he's beating you down, the next minute he's hugging you. You never know what's going to happen when Jackson Sane gets into the ring.
Yeah, that's the truth. But the same thing happens to me, but the end result is always the same. You can count on somebody getting a nice full dose of ass whooping. If I show up in that ring, win, lose, or draw, I'm there for one reason only. And that's to open a can of whoop ass.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. All right, well, we're going to get into our last segment here with the Outlaw, but before we do that, I'm going to play the Excalibur clip I was supposed to play at the beginning of the show. We're going to correct that right now. It's going to look kind of the same, but a whole lot better. Here we go.
The unleashing of a force beyond your imagination. The awakening of Excalibur.
Another missed opportunity. All that time putting in a video without an outlaw in it. They'll figure it out one of these days.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. So let me ask you, Outlaw. You talked about a lot of men, but female wrestlers, female wrestling in general, has taken the world by storm in the last 10 years. Have you ever thought about getting in the ring and going one-on-one with a female?
I ain't really thought about it. Of course, I would not shy away from it. There are so many good female athletes out there, like Brittany Johnson, Selena Rose. I don't want to waste my whole time here just naming off the ones I know. But, dude, women have been on the scene for quite a while. It ain't exactly new news. It's actually old news. They're just doing new and better things. These promoters out there are smartening up and realizing, hey, these girls can get in the ring and do something amazing. Excalibur Wrestling had a few females there working last show, and it was one of the better matches I saw there all night. So any fan of Excalibur Wrestling that wants to see a little bit of eye candy to go with their wrestling should definitely show up, because there are some beautiful ladies that show up there, and there's more to them than just their looks, if you know what I'm saying. These girls are dangerous. This is definitely
yes, they are.
These aren't just girls. Let me rephrase that. These aren't just girls. You know, the girl at the gas station that rings up your Snickers bar that needs help changing her tire, that's a girl. These women will fuck you up. So
that's putting it mildly.
Yeah, if you want to see the Outlaw show up, whoop somebody's ass, by all means, you should treat yourself to that eye candy. But if you want to see some women show up, whoop somebody's ass, you should definitely show up too, because there are women that will do that, and they're more than capable than some other men I know of whooping ass. So,
right. I've got one coming up in a couple of nights. I'm going to be interviewing one James Johnson, Tie-Dye Sunrise, and he got his butt whooped by Miss Selena Rose at a Titan show here a while back. And yeah, it's
all I got to say is this: if Selena Rose kicks your ass, did you really lose? Did you really? Hey, when you go home and you're licking your wounds and you're upset that you got that W in your that L in your column for a loss, and then you look at yourself in the mirror and go, Selena Rose just whipped my ass. That's not really a bad daydream to have.
Hey, I'm there with you, brother. I'm there with you.
I would honestly hate to have that woman mad at me. So, Selena Rose, if you do watch this, I got mad respect for you. Please do not come up and start trying to whoop up on me. That is not an open challenge.
There's a female wrestler coming to AWC who I am really looking forward to seeing. I've seen a lot of promo. She was in my promo tournament, and that is wrestler Trixie. She's going to be coming to AWC soon and wrestling. You guys don't want to miss that. If you don't know who wrestler Trixie is, look her up on Facebook. That's another one that's coming out big time on the scene, and she's coming to North Carolina to whoop some tail, man. So just had to put that out there.
Nothing wrong with it.
But man, let me. Right.
I'm just going to say this.
So go ahead.
This Sunday at Excalibur Championship Wrestling, all them fellers I named off earlier, next to Perfect Adam James, the Bleak Society, who last time I checked when I was at ringside at NAWA Wrestling, got their asses handed to them by DOC. Best remember that. The Bleak Society.
Well, I gotta show you something. My dad's been watching, and I gotta show this, or he'll ground me. You know how it goes. Somebody sure loves himself. Phew. He ain't talking about me, sir. He's not talking about me.
Well, the people's champion, the world's greatest wrestler, the world's greatest entertainer, the world's greatest bounty hunter, the world's greatest manager, is also extremely modest. And I know it's a lot to take in. You're
going to make me fall out of my chair, Outlaw.
Accepting the fact that I'm the best is hard for some people. But it's a lot like butt sex. If you force it on somebody when they ain't ready for it, they tend to not like it.
Oh God, you are something, bro. What do I say? What do I say after that? What do I say after that? All right, we're going to come back after this word from Titan Wrestling Southside with the last segment with the Outlaw. Stick around. It's been a barrel of laughs, and I guarantee you he is a man of his word. We'll be right back.
January 8th, the Sultan of the Sky debuts for Titan Wrestling in Lincolnton, North Carolina. Hi.
What are you doing?
Breaking about 40 copyright laws. Yeah.
Why? Why?
Titan Wrestling, Teen Titans.
Not the same thing, but okay.
Tyson.
Sure.
It's okay. It's just fine. FBI doesn't know where I live. They have no idea. Yeah. But anyways, I debut for Titan Wrestling on January 8th in a triple threat match. And it's against Elijah Proctor, the champion.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's a champion at least. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea if he's a champion. I'm gonna said that, so.
Well, he's
If
champion.
he's not a champion, I'm sorry, but he might be a champion. And Rob Killjoy. Those matches, listen. Yeah, I know. It's going to be a lot of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or does that make sense? And yeah, so it's gonna be quacktastic.
See what you did there.
Yeah, I did, right? Yeah,
You did it.
Yeah,
You pulled the quack.
But yeah, you know, Teen Titans, Titan
Yep.
Wrestling, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. We're getting sued.
I don't even know
Oh
what
my
I just
God.
watched. I'm not sure what I just
My
watched.
favorite part of that whole promo is when he's playing the Teen Titan song and she goes, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm only breaking about 40 copyright laws." That's just great. And Blanco Loco, man. There's a wrestler right there. What would the Outlaw do with Blanco Loco in the ring?
I don't even know what the hell a Blanco Loco is.
You just
It
saw
took me a
him.
couple minutes to figure it. But, well, apparently all you need to do to beat this guy is start playing some 90s anime cartoons on your phone, and while he's watching that, go ahead and hit him.
Okay. I don't think it'll be quite that simple, but yeah, I can see where you'd say that if you've never seen him before.
He's definitely out
So
there.
what do
I'll
you
give
think
him that.
about? So what do you think about masked characters? What do you think about people who come to the ring with a mask on?
Well, back in the day, you seen a fella wearing a mask. You had to be extra careful because for some reason that fella has a need to hide his identity. So I don't really know what to make of mask guys, but I try not to let that throw me off because whether or not they're wearing a mask doesn't help the fact that elbows bend, knees break, and jaws crack. So mask or not, that's all I got to say on that.
Wow, Ben Wolf said Blanco Loco is not even in the same league as Outlaw. Outlaw couldn't even lace Blanco Loco's boots.
Who said that?
Ooh. Ben
Yeah,
Wolf.
Ben Wolf has got. If you had sense, you would spend it, son. I'm going to see Ben Wolf this weekend. I do hope Excalibur Championship Wrestling is dumb enough to let you ref my match, son, because I'm going to put my fist where your mouth is. I don't care if it costs me a match, Ben. If I were you, I'd live in fear, son. But I definitely want you to show up for work.
He also said you wear a mask to hide your ugly face.
He's talking out his ass because his mouth knows better. Ben, you ain't getting your 5 minutes of fame off of me, son. You better hurry up and lace your boots up and get to that Foot Locker before you lose your minimum wage job.
All right, here we go. Last question of the night, man. The one I've been waiting to ask you. You have a phrase that you say every time you get in front of a microphone or every time you get in front of a camera. You end just like I do my hashtag truth. You end it with, "I'm a man of my word." Has there ever been a time when you haven't been a man of your word?
Anytime I show up to do anything, I'm giving it everything I got. So if something doesn't work out the way I planned on it, it's because either through hook or crook something happened. And I ain't making no excuses, but I can tell you this much. If I show up and say I'm going to whoop somebody's ass, you can take that to the bank. If I show up and say that the title that I want is mine, you best believe it's going to be true. If I show up with intent on putting my hands around your neck and making sure you go home and have nightmares about me, you can best believe I'm going to do it because I am a man of my word.
Okay. Well, on that note right there, this is how we're going to finish the night, man. He said it. I'm just going to repeat it. Hook or crook, he's coming to beat you down. And he's a man of his word. And that is the hashtag truth. We'll see you guys in a couple of nights when we have Tie-Dye Sunrise James Johnson on hashtag truth. Y'all have a great night.